Next on BGSU Brain Game, it is Ottawa Hills versus Tiffin Columbian. I think we better get ready for a little bit of cranial combat from some karatecas. Only one team can leave victorious. Who's it going to be? Only one way to find out. BGSU's Brain Game starts right now. And welcome to BGSU Brain Game. Ottawa Hills versus Tiffin Columbian. Let's meet our starting lineups. For Ottawa Hills, coached by Mr. Torrio. In slot number 1, we have Olga, a senior. Slot number 2, we have Ali, a senior as well. And wrapping things up in slot number 3 is Chinmay, the junior of the team. Now for Tiffin Columbian, their starting lineup, coached by Coach Cole. We have in slot number 1, Alex, a senior. In slot number 2, Ashley, also a senior. And in slot number 3 is Ash, a junior. All right, that is your starting lineup for Ottawa Hills and Tiffin Columbian. Let's get on with the show. We're gonna start things off as we always do with our toss-up round. In this round, all questions are worth 10 points apiece. No deduction for an incorrect answer. So I always encourage you, if you think you know it, I say go for it. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Ottawa Hills, Tiffin Columbian. Ready to get this party started? Here we go. Toss-up round starts right now. Odysseus made a long and exciting journey home after the end of the Trojan. That would be Ottawa Hills, Chinmay.
Ithaca.
Ithaca, that is indeed where he was heading. He was heading home. What is the Latin name for the largest muscle in the human body? That would be Ottawa Hills, Ali.
Gluteus maximus.
That is correct. Not the name of a transformer, but indeed the largest muscle in the human body. Next question. Because these produce proteins, these particles are often referred to as the factories of the cell. That will be Ottawa Hills, Chinmay.
Ribosomes.
Correct, ribosomes. During the Jurassic period, this supercontinent divided into 2 parts, dubbed Gondwana. That would be Tiffin Columbian. Alex.
Southern Hemisphere?
Incorrect. Dubbed Gondwana, that would be Olga.
Pangea.
Pangea is what we were looking for there, yes. Since its original publication in 1959, this novel by Shirley Jackson has unnerved its readers with tales of 5 strangers who meet at a notorious estate in New England to take part in a paranormal science experiment. Identify this work whose title includes the word haunting. That would be Tiffin Columbian. Ashley.
Haunting of Hill House.
The Haunting of Hill House is correct. In composition, what literary device is designed to promote euphony by the use of harmonious mingling of the same sounds as in the sentence? That would be Ottawa Hills, Chinmay.
Alliteration.
Alliteration or consonants is what we were looking for there. Printed privately in 1901, this famous children's book has been translated into at least 10 languages. Identify this tale written and illustrated by Beatrix Potter. That would be Ottawa Hills, Chinmay.
Peter Rabbit.
Will we accept just Peter Rabbit? We will. The Tale of Peter Rabbit. Identify the term used in plane geometry that identifies the 2 pair of congruent angles in a plane formed by 2 intersecting lines. That would be Ottawa Hills, Chinmay.
Perpendicular.
Incorrect. Tiffin Columbian, would you like to steal? That would be Alex.
Bisecting angles?
Incorrect. We needed vertical angles there. Vertical. Located in Wiltshire, England, this prehistoric monument, that would be Ottawa Hills. Olga.
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge, correct. Multiple choice question. Identify the genre of Afro-Caribbean music that originated in Trinidad, Tobago, and uses instruments such as the banjo, guitar, and congas and bongos. Is it A? That would be Tiffin Columbian. Ash.
Reggae.
Incorrect. Would it be A, reggae? B, Cajun, or C, Calypso? Ottawa Hills chance to steal. That would be Ali.
Calypso.
C, Calypso is correct. That is all 10 questions in this round. Let's take a look at our score. Currently at 10 points is Tiffin Columbian and Ottawa Hills at 80 points. But we're just getting started here. You're going to want to stick around because the risk and reward round is coming up next. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. It is Tiffin Columbian, 10 points, Ottawa Hills at 80 points. Looks like Tiffin Columbian, you have some new players, so let's introduce our new players. In slot number 1, we have Deacon, who is a junior, and in slot number 3, we have Casey, also a junior. Welcome to our new and returning players. This is our risk and reward round. Goes a little something like this. The first 9 questions in this round are 10 points apiece, no deduction. I repeat, no deduction for an incorrect answer. The 10th question is where things get a little bit interesting. We will give you a topic, and then you can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments on that topic. You get the question right, you get those bonus points. You get it wrong, you lose those points. However, if you don't like the topic, feel no obligation. You can just simply pass and walk out the door with your 9 questions. Tiffin Columbian, Ottawa Hills, you feel good about this? All right. Tiffin Columbian, since you're at 10 points, Ottawa Hills at 80. Ottawa Hills, you will be sticking around. Tiffin Columbian, you are off to isolation. All right, Ottawa Hills, are you ready for your risk and reward round?
Yes, sir.
Starts right now. Derived from the Greek, this astronomical term designates a common center of gravity between 2 or more bodies that orbit each other. What is this noun that begins with the letter B? That would be time. We were looking for Berry Center there. Multiple choice question. During Hurricane Matthew of 2016, highest sustained winds were clocked at 110 miles per hour. Identify the scale used to classify the winds of a hurricane that ranges from 1 to 5. Is it A, Richter, B, Saffir-Simpson, or C, Fujita? That would be Ali.
C, Fujita.
Incorrect. B, Saffir-Simpson, hurricane wind scale. In the Roman Catholic Church, these clergymen serve as the counselors to the Pope. Identify the title given to them. That would be Olga.
Cardinals.
That would be cardinals. Indeed. Spell the word bureaucrat.
B-E-A-R.
B-U-R-E-A-U.
That would be Olga.
B-U-R-E-A-U-C-R-A-T.
Correct. During the Vietnam War, the 2 countries that border Vietnam to its west were often used as staging areas for the invading North Koreans. Name either of these 2 countries. That would be Ali.
Cambodia.
Correct. The other one would be Laos. Identify the collective noun that designates both newspapers and magazines, which are published at regular intervals, such as daily, weekly, or monthly. That would be Chinmay.
Periodicals.
Periodicals is what we're looking for there, correct. True or false? The ginkgo tree commonly loses all of its leaves on the same day in the fall. That would be Ali.
True.
It is true. It is indeed true. Only 3 elements can create a magnetic field: iron, cobalt, and what?
Is it nickel? Is it nickel?
That would be Ali.
Nickel.
Nickel is correct. These false feet found in amoebas are used in movement and for the ingestion of food. What is their scientific name?
Flagella.
Is it flagella or cilia?
Let's go flagella.
That would be Ali.
Flagella.
Incorrect. Pseudopods is what we're looking for there. Risk and reward time. The topic is geography. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments on this topic, or if you like what you've got, you can simply pass. Ottawa Hills, what are you thinking?
We'll risk 20.
We're going to risk 20 points on geography. What 3-word phrase is used to describe an area of the Pacific Ocean in which many earthquake and volcanic eruptions occur? This area, that would be Olga.
Ring of fire.
Ring of fire. Didn't even need all the questions. Additional 20 points to Ottawa Hills. It is now time for you to wrap up this round, and it's now time for you to go to isolation. Lead them out, Olga. All right, let's bring back in Tiffin Columbian. Welcome back. Are you ready for the risk and reward round? It starts right now. Derived from the Greek, this astronomical term designates a common center of gravity between two or more bodies that orbit each other. What is this noun that begins with the letter B?
Oh. I don't know this. I'm gonna be for real.
That would be barycenter is what we needed there. Next question. It's a multiple choice question. During Hurricane Matthew of 2016, highest sustained winds were clocked in at 110 miles per hour. Identify the scale used to classify the winds of a hurricane that ranges from 1 to 5. Is it A, Richter, B, Saffir-Simpson, or C, Fujita?
A is Richter's earthquake, so it would have to be C. C?
I need you to buzz in, please. That would be Deacon.
C?
Incorrect. It is B, Saffir-Simpson. We were looking for hurricane winds. In the Roman Catholic Church, these clergymen serve as counselors to the Pope. Identify the title given to them that also names a deep red color. That would be Deacon.
Cardinals?
Cardinal is correct. Spell the word bureaucrat. That would be Casey.
Bureaucrat.
Correct. Next question. During the Vietnam War, the two countries that border Vietnam to its west were often used as staging areas for the invading North Koreans. Name either of these two countries. That would be Deacon.
Laos?
Laos is correct, or Cambodia. Identify the collective noun that designates both newspapers and magazines, which are published at regular intervals, such as daily, weekly, or monthly.
What's that?
Sure.
That would be Casey.
Articles.
Incorrect. We're looking for periodicals there. True or false question. The ginkgo tree commonly loses all of its leaves on the same day in the fall.
That seems right.
50-50 chance.
Let's go true.
That would be Deacon.
True?
It is true. It is true. What three elements can create a magnetic field? Iron, cobalt, and what? That will be Deacon. You get in time?
10?
Incorrect. Nickel. Nickel. These false feet found in amoebas are used in movement and for the ingestion of food. What is their scientific name?
It starts with a P.
That would be Deacon.
Flagella?
Oh, it did start with a P, but it's pseudopods. The P is silent. Next question. Risk and reward time. The topic is geography. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments on the term or the topic geography, or you can pass. Tiffin Columbian, what are you thinking?
We're going to bet all 30.
All 30 on geography. What three-word phrase is used to describe an area of the Pacific Ocean in which many earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occur? This area runs from the tip of Chile, arcing north, then south to New Zealand. Name it. That would be Deacon.
Ring of Fire.
That is correct. You got it. 30 points for Tiffin Columbian, and that is the end of the risk and reward round for you. Let's clear our scores and let's bring back in Ottawa Hills. Come on in. Welcome back to Ottawa Hills. Let's see where we stand. Starting off with Tiffin Columbian at 80 points. They went big and they won big with 30 points. Ottawa Hills stands at 160 points. All right, it may look like a large number, but they can't guarantee they're going to stay there, because coming up next is our category round where questions can be worth up to 30 points apiece. Deductions are going to start, so stay tuned. And welcome welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. We have Tiffin Columbian at 80 points and Ottawa Hills currently at 160 points. Before we get to our next round, we do have some returning players and some substitutions for Ottawa Hills. In slot number 1, we have Akash, a senior. And in slot number 3, we have Savith, a senior as well. And over on Tiffin Columbian, returning in slot number 2 is Alex. Welcome back to our returning players and to our new players. All right, this is the category round. Now, this is where the power shifts a little bit to you, our teams. We have 6 categories to choose from. Inside each category are questions worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points. But be warned, deductions do start now. If you go for 30 points, you might be losing 30 points with an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. There's also a double or nothing question hiding somewhere in there. It's double the points, no pressure, and it could be a game changer. Tiffin Columbian, you have the first selection. Any category, any number you want, take it away.
Countries beginning with S for 30.
Countries beginning with S for 30 points. Identify each of the following countries whose names begin with the letter S. Indian Ocean archipelago whose capital is Victoria. That would be Tiffin Columbian. Alex.
Seychelles.
Correct. Tiffin Columbian, still in control.
Countries beginning with S for 25.
Countries beginning with S for 25 points. West African nation that borders Mauritania. That would be Tiffin Columbian. Deacon.
Senegal.
Senegal is correct. Tiffin Columbian in control and coming out swinging.
Countries beginning with S for 20.
Countries beginning with S for 20 points now. Located in the Horn of Africa, that would be Tiffin Columbian. Alex.
Somalia.
Somalia is correct. Tiffin Columbian in control, making a move.
Countries beginning with S for 15.
Countries beginning with S for 15 points. Middle Eastern country that shares, that would be Ottawa Hills. Ali.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia is correct. Ottawa Hills snatches back control.
Revolutionary War for 10, please.
Revolutionary War for 10 points. Identify each of the following associated with the Revolutionary War in America. American officer in command at the British surrender at Yorktown. That would be Tiffin Columbian. Deacon.
Lafayette.
Incorrect. Ottawa Hills, chance to steal. That would be Ali.
Gates.
Incorrect. That would be George Washington. George Washington. All right, let's see, Ottawa Hills in control.
Revolution for 15.
Revolution for 15 points. Paul Revere's occupation prior to his participation in the war. That would be Ottawa Hills. Ali.
Silversmith.
He was indeed a silversmith. Ottawa Hills in control.
Revolution for 20, please.
Revolution now for 20 points. Year that France joined the war. Time, that would be 1778. Ottawa Hills in control.
Let's go Revolution for 25, please.
Revolutionary War now for 25 points. British officer in command who surrendered at Yorktown. That would be Tiffin Columbian. Deacon.
Cornwallis.
Cornwallis is correct. Tiffin Columbian takes back control.
Biology orders 20.
Biology orders for 20 points. I will read the names of 1 or 2 creatures. You identify the biological order to which each creature or pair belongs. Bats. That would be Tiffin Columbian. Deacon.
Mammal.
Incorrect. Ottawa Hills, chance to steal. Time. Chiroptera is the order we were looking for there. Tiffin Columbian, you're still in control, though.
Bio orders 15.
Bio orders for 15 points. Dolphins and porpoises. That would be Tiffin Columbian. Alex.
Cetaceans.
Correct. Tiffin Columbian in control.
Bio orders 25.
Bio orders now for 25 points. Shrews and moles. That would be Tiffin Columbian. Deacon.
Marsupials.
Incorrect. Ottawa Hills, chance to steal. Considered insectivoria. Insectivoria. Tiffin Columbian still in control.
Bio orders 10.
Bio orders for 10 points. Lions and coyotes. That would be Tiffin Columbian. Alex.
Carnivora.
Carnivora is correct. Tiffin Columbian in control.
Bio orders 30.
Bio orders for 30 points. echidna, and duckbill platypus? Time. Monotremata is what we needed there. Tiffin Columbian still in control.
Revolutionary War 30.
Revolutionary War now for 30 points. Battle known as the turning point of the, that would be Ottawa Hills. Ali.
Saratoga.
Saratoga is correct. Ottawa Hills takes back control.
Pen names or special numbers, guys?
Ottawa Hills in control.
Countries begin with S for 10.
Countries that begin with S for 10 points. European country that borders, that would be Tiffin Columbian. Alex.
Spain.
Yeah. Portugal. Good guess. Wow. Wow.
Okay, nice.
Tiffin Columbian in control.
Special numbers 20.
Special numbers for 20 points. What is the maximum number of times a bowler can throw the ball in the 10th frame in bowling? That would be Ottawa Hills. Akash.
4.
Incorrect. Tiffin Columbian, chance to steal. Time. It would be 3 times. 3 times. Tiffin Columbian still in control.
2-word responses 20.
2-word responses for 20 points. Identify each of the following phrases that contain 2 words. And I've got 2 words for you, double or nothing. This is our double or nothing question. Instruction to ponder doubly. In time? In time. That would be Tiffin Columbian. Deacon.
Think twice.
Correct. Think twice. Double the points. Tiffin Columbian takes the lead.
2-word responses 25.
2-word responses for 25 points. Description of the hands of one who is exceptionally clumsy. That will be Tiffin Columbian. Casey.
Butterfingers?
Will we accept Butterfingers? We will accept Butterfingers. Yes, or all thumbs. That is the end of the category round. Let's take a look at our score. Ottawa Hills now at 190, and currently in the lead with 225 is Tiffin Columbian. That means it all comes down to our brainstorm round. Questions are worth 20 points apiece. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Ottawa Hills 190 points, Tiffin Columbian 225 points. Very close competition indeed. Before we get to our brainstorm round, I would like to welcome back for Tiffin Columbian. Let's welcome back Ash, a junior. He is returning, and welcome back to all of our returning players from the last round. All right, this is it. This is all the marbles. This is the brainstorm round. Questions in this round are worth 20 points apiece, negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. If you win, you win. If you miss it wrong, it hurts. You may confer before buzzing in. But here's the big thing in this round. There is no stealing. I repeat, no stealing in this round. We move immediately to the next question. At the end of the round, I will announce a winner, and that's going to wrap things up. Tiffin Columbian, Ottawa Hills, are you ready for the brainstorm?
Oh, yeah.
Starts right now. American artist Jackson Pollock was born in what state? Time. He was born in Wyoming. What state was home to the Native American people named the Chinook? Time. That would be the state of Washington. Where is DNA found in the cell? That would be Tiffin Columbian. Deacon.
The nucleus?
Nucleus is correct. What organ secretes insulin and plays a, that would be Ottawa Hills. Akash.
Pancreas.
Pancreas is correct. Freedom of press, or freedom of the press, is that would be Tiffin Columbian. Deacon.
First Amendment?
Is indeed the First Amendment by the Constitution. Most of the planets in our solar system are named for what specific? That would be Tiffin Columbian. Deacon.
Roman gods?
We accept that? Yes. Roman gods and goddesses. What Spanish explorer executed the Inca leader at? That would be Tiffin Columbian. Deacon.
Pizarro?
Pizarro is correct. The Cherokee people called their forced move westward the Trail of, that would be Ottawa Hills. Sabbath.
Trail of Tears.
Incorrect. We were asking for which president was in office. It was Jackson. She did not say, let them eat cake. Who was, that would be Ottawa Hills. Akash.
Marie Antoinette.
Marie Antoinette, correct. Geologists have identified various periods to describe the long history of the Earth and its creatures. In what geologic epoch is the Earth today? Time. The Holocene is where we're in now. Which amendment to the United States Constitution prohibits cruel and unusual punishment? That would be Tiffin Columbian. Alex. Eighth is correct. In an atom, what charge do electrons have? That would be Ottawa Hills. Ali.
Negative.
They are indeed negative. The largest city in area in the United States is Sitka. What state is it in? That would be Alaska. What is the only state in the U.S. to have a unicameral legislature? That would be Ottawa Hills. Akash.
Nebraska?
Incorrect. Nevada. In talking about a financial situation, what does in the black mean? That would be Ottawa Hills. Ali.
Making a profit.
Making a profit is correct. In what state is the geographic center of the United States? That would be Tiffin Columbian. Deacon.
Nebraska.
Incorrect. Kansas. This is the end of round. Let's take a look at our score. We have Ottawa Hills at 230 points, and with 305 points is Tiffin Columbian. Let's give both these teams a big round of applause. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, let's meet in the middle, shake hands. We'll see you at the next BGSU Brain Game.